Alright guys, it's Simon here. We are in Minecraft and I've dug a hole in the ground with apples. Just put that away. Alright, so this is gonna be the mausoleum. In fact, I haven't quite finished digging the hole in the ground. Let me just fill in some of these holes that I've left. While I try to explain what this thing is about. So the idea of this exercise is to... Well, I'm gonna build a mausoleum, but I'm gonna leave the roof open. The topic of the exercise is light and shadow, and the exercise is to build the roof in such a way that the lighting is interesting on the inside. And of course I'm gonna discuss... So the idea is that for each exercise there'll be a kind of a lecture, and I would talk about these architectural concepts, and then you guys would, or whoever's interested, will go in and build some of this stuff and explore those concepts in Minecraft. So light and shadow is going to be this one, and I mean the lighting in Minecraft is pretty basic. It's always top down, and it doesn't really cast any real shadows, but there's still scope for some interesting environments, I think. Just even with the very simple lighting engine in the game. So that's basically it. A mausoleum. I mean, I'm not gonna make it an obvious mausoleum. Like, it's not gonna be dead bodies lying around or anything. But just a kind of a ceremonial and contemplative space, I guess, and a sort of a sacred space. I'm gonna try and make it so that there's like obvious main areas and side areas, and an obvious focus point, so that people have some idea as to what's important and what's not, and therefore what they might want to light up and what they might want to leave in the shadows. And also for bonus points, not that you get any points anyway, but for bonus points, also make some lighting fixtures so that it works in nighttime as well. It's because the light thing, I mean, with the light and shadow, I'm assuming that that's mostly going to be daylight that you're working with. But for bonus points, also make artificial lighting, so that it works both during the day and the night. Is that... I think that's okay. Like, it's not a very... Conceptually it's quite simple, but there's a lot of building to do. I mean, even if I am building most of the mausoleum, just having to build the roof is no small task, because you're having to control the light inside the space itself, and that's going to be somewhat complicated. Like, it would require some thinking and planning. So I'm thinking like a main path down the middle, some side rooms, and then at the end of the main path there's like an open area with a shrine, and that'll be it. I mean, the space is not that big. I mean, if you imagine like a path, a few side areas, and then like a big space in the middle. I mean, it's not so big that you can make anything really complicated. And I don't really want anything too complicated anyway, although I do want something interesting. And I guess this is I mean, it's slightly odd, because if you're not used to Minecraft or manipulating light in Minecraft, there are some things about lighting in Minecraft that is not entirely intuitive. The way the light works. The way that, if it's open to the sky, then it's just kind of its full brightness, but if it's not open to the sky, then you start getting darker and darker bits, depending on how far it is to a block that is open to the sky, right? So you start getting shadows like that, like that. So you start getting shadows like this. Probably gonna be alright. Slightly counterintuitive, but not too bad. Is that the phone? Hold on. Ugh. I don't like phones, and I also don't like lawn mowing. You guys probably can't hear it, but across the road, somebody is mowing the lawn. Does anyone else find that really weird? Like you have a patch of grass around your house, and you have this machine that burns petrol to cut the grass. Is that weird to anyone else? Anyway, so let's fill this in because we don't want a lake underneath the mausoleum. So yeah, the space itself is going to be fairly simple. I'm thinking about mostly stone, maybe a bit of quartz for the interesting parts. Probably like flowers in pots. Some potted flowers for the shrines. Maybe like a small fountain, or even just a pool of water. Bit of water in the main space, maybe. What else can we do? I think maybe we should step down into the main space even. So the entrance is higher up, and then it steps down into the main space. I'm not doing the ceiling, of course. I mean, that's the exercises for people to make their own ceilings, and therefore to manipulate the light. And I have to take that into account too. Like, I really should not. I mean, I'm gonna give people some clues as to what's important and what's not. Like which spaces are important and what's not. But how they choose to light it is up to them. The part where the walls and the columns meet the ceiling will be kind of important to think about because I tell people to make the ceiling, and that's where the stuff I build meets the stuff that they build. What to do? I guess I'll use it to divide my spaces. But we'll start and we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a bit of a design exercise for me, so let's just see how this goes. Also, we're not quite done here yet neither, because we wanna line the walls with stone brick, I think. Alright, so what should we do? Let's, for ourselves, quickly find the middle. What should I use? Let's just use orange wool for now to find the middle. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so it's right here. That's the middle. There. And so the edge of the road is here. I think I'll make it 1 block back and then the entrance. Actually, maybe a bit more than that. 1 block back is the wall. How thick should the wall be? Maybe I should make the wall thicker. Maybe I should make the wall 2 blocks thick. Just because then it gives me some, give me some niches to work with. Just move that away. Huh. So the front of it, I guess, will be open. I mean, like you see the whole front of the thing as a wall. Let me grab some bricks, stone bricks that is. Cracked stone brick stairs. And let's start with stone bricks. And let's start with a wall right here. Should I end it here or there? Let's end it What to do? What to do? Because the road is. Let's put it right against the road on the sides, but have a 1 block space in the front of the road. At the front, maybe 2 blocks. Wait, that is 2 blocks. Let's have 2 blocks in front. Just give me a little bit more space to make things slightly more interesting. But here it goes right up against the road, which is like there, like that. So the sides are going to be pretty plain and pretty boring, but the front of it is going to be somewhat more interesting. Alright, so there's the corner there. In fact, I want to fill this in, aren't I? Hold on, let me just go back to the dirt and fill that in up to there and fill this in. We don't want a hole in the ground here. There's more caves in here, isn't there? We'll leave that until later. Let's just fill this in for now. There's a lot of holes in the ground. More so than you would expect in real life. I mean, there are some holes in the ground in real life, but not like this. There's a lot of them in Minecraft. Alright, let's fill all of that in. Let's fill all this in. Right here. Alright, good. So the wall goes here. And let's remove all of this at the front. And that's the corner, the actual corner. Let me just mark that. Hope it's not too dark for you guys to see what's going on. Let's remove the front here. And the center, oh crap, I lost the center. Oops. It's like here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, that's right. And the corner is there. How should we do this? Quartz columns? Let's go with quartz columns. Let's remove all of this. Also, how tall is it going to be? It's going to be as tall as the tallest pitch, I think. Or maybe not quite. Let me think about that. How tall is that anyway? So if we look at this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Here, let's make it 8. 8 meters tall. I hope that's tall enough. How wide should the door be? Let's make the door only 3 blocks wide. Because I don't want it to be... I want it to be, yeah, so I want it to be a clear kind of entryway, so that if it's too wide, then it's just kind of like an open gap, whereas I want it to be an actual doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the maximum height. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no. 1 more because the foundations because the floor is actually there, one block above the road, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. How tall should the entryway be? I don't really know. Let's just assume that that's gonna be like the doorway. That's massive. That's massive. Alright, we'll change that later. Columns. Pillar quartz block. The base of the columns, I guess, can be just stone bricks. So do we want a column right here, or do we want a column here? Let's do that. Maybe like this. How many columns can we fit in here if we do the same thing like that? 2, and then 3. It doesn't really oh, does it? Oh wow, it fits. Amazing. Alright, let's do that there. Column there. Oh, it doesn't fit. My bad. That's not actually lined up.